I have trouble reading scientific articles without spacing out uncontrollably every few minutes. It's always super difficult for me to read. I try not to tell anyone I have ADHD as I don't want to sound like I'm looking for an excuse, but it's really hard to explain to others why I have difficulty remembering things such as the specific details of a certain scientific paper. I'm to the point of my degree where I have to read papers to do anything, but A, it takes me forever to read even one paper, and B, I feel like I can never start. I'm feeling really helpless and demotivated, and each time I read through a paper only to realize I don't remember clearly what I read just makes it worse. Even thinking about starting to read the papers makes me feel like crying and going to bed and wrapping myself with a blanket and never leaving. Or it feels like my brain has TV or radio static, and in order to make it better, I have to change the channel and think about something less stressful like my phone or the new Pokemon game. I have all the papers I need to start out with, but I'm just so overwhelmed and feel like shit. I will read a paper multiple times just to discuss with my advisor and find out I have gotten the wrong idea from the paper or that I focused on the wrong things. Is there a definitive way to read a scientific paper without putting focus on the wrong things or ideas? I do have a process of reading papers. 1. Have an app read one section to me and listen and read along with it. 2. Read it to myself and annotate the section. 3. Summarize my notes and the section on another file. 4. Repeat with every section. I have found reading while walking on the treadmill at the gym with classical music and headphones, of course, does the trick. I'll read or skim the content, then do a deeper read later at my desk. I think one thing that helps is getting a nice blanket and finding a place I don't normally study that's quiet. Print out the article, get comfortable, and just sit and read. I get distracted and it still takes forever, but not being near my bed or a TV or computer helps a little bit. It really helps me also to mix up my reading location to add some novelty as often as possible. Trying to make myself care about what I'm reading often helps. I tell myself, yeah, I really care about this. I want to know what they found. Other times, if I can't make myself care, I just read it one word at a time until the article is done. I found just not being hard on yourself and selecting a bunch of articles and briefly reading the abstract and conclusion is the best way to start. I try reading papers out of order: abstract, intro, conclusion, results, methodology. Then you get the big picture up front and know sooner if the paper is actually what you're looking for or worth reading. If I actually need to read it all the way through, I turn on the accessibility feature where it reads aloud to me and I can read and listen, or listen while I'm doing something else like the dishes. The mechanical voice can take some getting used to, but it's better than zoning out randomly without noticing. I find highlighting ineffective. I always feel bad because it often comes off to my advisor as I didn't read the paper fully, even though I tried.